Welcome fellow photographers, filmmakers and content creators. In today's video we're going to be looking at the brand new Viltrox 40mm F2.5 Sony E-mount lens. So let's get straight into it. So like I say, this is the brand new 40mm F2.5 Viltrox lens. It's mainly made of a plastic construction and my first impressions are it feels really nice and of high quality. It comes with a sun hood and a 52mm filter thread. The focus ring feels really nice and smooth and much higher quality than the price point of this lens, which we'll get onto later in the video. Removing the bottom lens cap, we can see we get a USB-C port for firmware updates and the connection points for the auto-focusing motors, but it is worth noting that it is absent of any weather sealing. Placing the lens onto a Sony A7C, you get to see the size of the lens and just how compact it is. If you like your lenses to be small, compact and discreet, this definitely falls into that category. The build quality really complements a Sony system and feels more like a native Sony lens. So far everything about this lens has impressed me, but let's check out its image quality. So starting off at f2.5, let's zoom into the centre. And center sharpness is absolutely incredible. Stepping down to f2.8, the center somehow becomes even sharper. At f4, center sharpness just remains incredible. The same at f5.6, and it's the same story at f8, f11, and even f16 is fantastic. Going to the far corners at f2.5, we notice a slight softness and also a little bit of vignetting. Stepping down to f2.8 and it's pretty much the same story. But as soon as we go to f4, we get a noticeable increase in corner sharpness and the vignetting has subsided. Once we step down to f5.6, corner sharpness becomes incredible and pretty much all signs of vignetting have vanished. And at f8 it's the same story with corner sharpness being incredible, and this is the same at f11 and only ever so slightly softer at f16. Switching the lens over from the A7C to the Sony A7 IV, and it still complements the body very well, and even though I use cages on my cameras, the lens doesn't feel too small to operate and feels perfectly balanced in hand. In fact, I would go a step further than this and say that this lens and camera body, you might be mistaken for thinking this is the lens that actually comes with the camera. Autofocus speed of this lens is again very impressive. It's fast, snappy and with very little motor noise. And with the Sony face and eye detection focus system set to on, video focus speed is also incredible. I've not had any issues with it focus hunting or missing focus. A 40mm lens on a full frame camera is roughly what you see with your human eye in my opinion. It's a very natural looking focal length and lends itself well to video use. Focus breathing with this lens is also very well controlled. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for its macro capabilities. With a minimum focus distance of approximately 40 centimeters, any type of macro work is off the cards. But one area where it does shine is its bokeh, which is really nice and creamy and smooth and not busy at all. I really love the bokeh from this lens. So everything about this lens so far is looking fantastic, but let's take it to London for some street photography, see if we can find any issues with it and put it through some real world testing. Now all images are going to be straight out of camera and the camera's white balance was set to auto. All images are JPEG and taken with the Sony A7C. As you can see from the images, we were using different apertures for different scenarios. Now if you're enjoying this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you have any questions about this lens, put them in the comment section below. And none of the images were planned or staged, they were all spare at the moment. It's probably worth me pointing out also that the video was taken with an action camera and not the lens. And with this lens's aperture of f2.5, you're not going to have any problems in them low light situations. Right, let's head back to the studio where I'm going to reveal the price of this lens and give you my final verdict on it. Well, we had a fantastic time in London with this lens. Its sharpness, colour reproduction and contrast are nothing short of amazing. Its 40mm focal length is just the perfect all-round focal length for everyday situations. Looking through the viewfinder on the camera using this lens really does align with your natural field of view. The lens didn't miss focus once, and every photo we took blew us away with its sharpness. So how much does this lens actually cost? Well, normally in the photography world, quality equals expensive, but Viltrox is rewriting the books. This lens comes in at only $168 US. Yep, you heard that right, $168 US, which is absolutely bonkers. When you consider the lens's quality, its performance and price, it simply cannot be beaten. In all honesty, I have no idea how Viltrox can produce this lens for that price. Even at double that price, I would still highly recommend it, but only at $168 US, it really is a no-brainer and should be in everybody's camera bag. I'll leave links to this very lens in the description section below and in the top pinned comment. Now if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and if you want to see further camera equipment review videos, make sure you hit that subscribe button. That way we can continue doing these type of videos. Thank you very much everybody. Whilst you're here, why don't you check out this video also, and we'll catch you in the next video. See you soon everyone.